Hey guys, welcome back to some more GameFilm. This match, this was a particularly hard fought match. It came after a few really just poor matches for me, so I was already pretty frustrated going into this one, and this, to just put it lightly, Canal's not one of my favorite maps by any stretch. I don't know, it's not a bad map in my opinion, it just, I don't know, something about it just does not play to my strengths, but I was having a bad night, so I decided to bust out Buck, which has sort of become my go-to to sort of recover any skill I might have lingering around. So they have the upstairs bomb site on there. So, you know, default strat, get a guy at the DMR or get glass or something, set up on this roof that I'm at right now. Right now I'm pointing out that door to my teammate Pat there. So hopefully we've got that covered if they try to peek us. Been spotted because I forget that camera like I always do. I never ever remember that camera's there. Ever. So right here, yeah, they're watching the first peek here, but I was quicker in the draw and managed to kill Castle, or Recruit there, pardon me. So, 5-on-4, what I like to do personally, and people do this differently on this side, I like to open up, like, every window there, just all of them I can. I realize that's dangerous as far as peeking goes, because they, you know, there's a lot of different ones you have to watch, but there's also a lot of things they have to watch, and if they cross that room at all, if you have those windows open, you can see exactly where they went, you know, where in the room they are, you can see, you know, they crossed two windows, but the third, so he's got it in between this one and that one. You know, you can sort of call out, especially we've got a great drone in here. I don't remember whose drone it is. We've got a great drone in here and someone's spotting him. Probably one of the two recruits that died. So we should be pretty good to go intel-wise here. I downed Doc, can't quite finish him, and obviously it's Doc. I, you know, had the Joe Flacco grenade toss there, which went nowhere. But so right now we've got Doc, Pulse, I don't remember who the third, Captain's, no, maybe it's not Captain, I don't remember, I think it's Captain, but don't quote me on that. And right there I saw a guy, I see a guy right now, behind, like right there, there's a guy that poked his head out. Oh, it hurts me when I see stuff like this. Let's go on. Oh, he was right there. He poked his head out as I turned. I don't see him. I had an easy headshot already lined up, basically. I'm pretty sure that's Pulse. I just don't pull the trigger. But we've got guys setting up. Jack Warning's over there. We're going to probably... Pat just killed Doc also. We're probably going to try to break into that wall right over there. They don't have that one wooden wall leading outside barricaded. We know we're down to one guy now. I know that guy's on the left side of the room. I down him. Just one guy. He's getting constantly marked. So we know this wall's clear. It's unbarricaded. He does not have a line of sight on it. So we're going to bust in here and plant. We've got a relatively easy plant site here, honestly. I mean, got a good view into the room. As long as we can cover me long enough to plant it, we should be good. It's the plan. But ends up, Pulse tries to go super aggressive here, which is not the wrong move. He, you know, Pulse did here wasn't a bad play. I hear him running to our right now. I'm panicking, freaking out. I know he's trying to flank us, and he managed to get a C4 down, but I mean, he didn't get anybody at the C4, and they were ready and willing to blow him away. So that round went pretty well. That's sort of a easy default strat. They made it easier than it needed to be by not barricading that wall, but it was still a pretty easy default strat for that map. Most of the time, you can't buck through that wall, but you're going to have a hard breach and a Thatcher, and you can pretty easily bust in that wall. It's just a matter of them being able to defend it. But at that point, we'd already DMR'd and rifled so many people through the windows that they just didn't have the manpower to cover that objective anymore. That's the thing on bomb, like if you just whittle down the defenders to outnumber them enough and you can get a good plant site controlled, there's really nothing they can do unless the attackers miss their shots. You know, it's just, it's over for defense if they do not have the manpower. So this round, I don't remember what round this one was actually. I don't remember what happened this round. Ooh, I think, yeah, this round was particularly good for me. I'm gonna fast forward through prep here real quick. Right, the first round we lost. They planted on B. We had nobody there. It was down to 2 people, so we didn't have anybody on B. And just what I was talking about, not the manpower to defend every objective. You go and have a bad time. So I'm setting up on B on this one because I do not want that to happen again. Ends up there is 0 action on Bravo at all. I ended up throwing a gas grenade there just so if I heard that break I could pop it real quick and have my back covered. I'm worried about that window behind me, and I know there's a lot of callouts over there. You know, someone just died obviously. So I'm trying to poke over there, and now I blow this gas grenade because right around here I hear a shield bro at the same time someone calls out and there's a Montane. So as smoke, I am a hard counter to shield bro. I decided to just waste this one so I can get over here quickly and take care of the Montana. It ends up me and Buck have this long drawn out fight. This is just one of those sketchy fights where it's just ends up the better gun game has to win this, because it's you know, peak after peak. That grenade throw was terrifying. Right there, I almost jumped out of my seat when I see it jumping towards me. Like, oh! I don't know how it didn't do any damage to me. I must have just went by that wall and I just peeked and he's too slow on the trigger. I mean, if you're smoke right there, it's just an easy kill to get the gas grenade, you know? But then, I mean, look at that. As a smoke, that is the most beautiful sight in the whole world. Everybody within one smoke grenade of each other. You can cause so much confusion, carnage, and death by this. So, still going around, I blow up through the wall with an impact grenade. It just makes it easier. You know, you get a quicker breach that way. It's really hard to tell, you know, sound-wise where an impact grenade is coming from. So go from behind and just wipe out two of them. All they've got left is this ledge. So I think Paul C4'd somebody. I think he C4'd Ash before that happened. Because I'm pretty sure I know I killed Blitz. Yeah, they C4'd Ash because I killed Blitz and Montana. So I got both shield bros. The ultimate smoke. I don't know why that Montana was facing that way when he was in smoke. I mean, he had to know I was in that room. What a fool. I love you, Montana. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's just Sledge here. We know Pulse is marking him there, so we're pretty sure he's outside that window. So I go to peek, but I do not see him. At the same time I don't see him, I hear him rappelling up above me. So I just duck in there. But I did not want shot in the top of the head to end the round. That would ruin my life. So that right there, then Jack Warning just called out. He spotted him. I'm not seeing the spot, and I see at the top left there, so I know he's on that roof. I decide, I feel like defenders have a very big advantage. If they're watching this entrance, I feel like defenders have a huge advantage. They've got one door to cover. All the attacker can really see if you're planning it right is your head, maybe your shoulders. Right now, I hear him going to his drone. I see the drone go past me, I'm like, alright, just peek. I want to get this shot off before he's ready, you know, out of his drone and able to line up a shot, unless he gets a, like, lucky hipfire headshot, and he doesn't. Like, you know, if you're that close, you hear someone, an attacker going to his drone, just rush them, man. If it's just one guy and you know it, just rush them. Just, there's no defense against that. If you're an attacker, don't drone right next to an entrance. Don't do it. I don't care how much time is left. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So, yeah, this round, I'm not very happy about this round. If you can tell by my lack of enthusiasm talking about this round, I didn't like this round. Let's just, they have the same bomb sites we just had. We've had both rounds, in fact. So we come in, they're trying to peek us through that window, and I'm really doing my absolute best. I feel like some of these shots should connect, but I'm just hitting that fence in front of me. I guess you can't shoot through that fence or something, probably to protect defenders, but honestly it helped the attacker there, to be honest. I'm never really sure how to attack this objective. It's rough. I mean, yes, there's a lot of pressure points you can put on the defenders and attacker here, but all of them they can really easily see. They can have some decent cover. So I realized I just said, I feel like defenders have an advantage here. But as Buck, I feel like I'm versatile enough, especially with frag grenades. I can push them off those stairs and push with my my shotgun rather. My skeleton key on those stairs, and it ends up there's nobody here anyways. But I don't know. I feel like with Buck here, I've got a better situation than a lot of attackers are going to. So we end up getting control of these stairs. Me and Pat. I believe it's Pat. It's always a good idea here too, by the way. If you're an attacker right here and you have that sight line, make sure you keep watching right here. Because a lot of times defenders like to stand here on that level below objective level, look up, and then as soon as they see your head here, they just pop you in the head and you're instantly done. So it's like, just make sure you're paying attention right there, because it's a scenario I've used a lot, and a scenario I've seen a lot of people take advantage of. Make sure you're really paying attention there. They might get some, like, you know, Hail Mary lob C4 up through there or something. I've seen some ridiculous things happen with that area. So here it looks really clear, and then suddenly, like a deer running across like a road, a recruit pops up in front of me. And I don't really know what he was thinking, or if he was thinking. Oh god, I forgot about that. Capkin behind, or no, it was Doc, wasn't it? I don't know why I was thinking it was Capkin. So yeah, right here, like these situations, this is where my mistake. This is why we lost this round, is because I got too aggressive. That guy got my adrenaline pumping here pretty good. So I decided I wanted to push left into that room with the metal detector right there that Merc Balls was in. I get pushed from behind, but he's got potato aim, so I end up killing him. Right now I know. Back up, you fool. Right there. There's a guy outside in Bravo. There can only be, at very most, one guy in Alpha, and we have 3. We've got me, we've got Pat, and we've got Merc Balls with the fuse right there. We should have this. It should be piece of cake right now. It should be. But it ends up, we do not cover the entrances to Alpha well at all. I got too aggressive and pushed this in too quickly before people could set up. I set to plant a diffuser right here, not realizing the window behind me does not have a very good sight. I'm for some reason, I'm thinking there's a window straight behind me, and there's not. So I'm thinking I can stand outside, sort of in the parking lot, and defend this, and I can't. I realized this before I even looked backwards. Right there, I thought that window. Why, Twitch? Why you do this? I think that window there is closer to this doorway than it is, but obviously it's not because that'd be too strong of a sightline for attackers, derp. So it ends up 2v2 here, and I begin to potato aim on that smoke there, and then I have 22 health. I should not be here. I should be backing up and getting, I don't know, just any better defense, but I decided to just try to skeleton key this smoke, who also has a shotgun. So 22 damage. You can shotgun me from across the map and do 22 damage. I don't know what I was thinking. So yeah, obviously they find the diffuser and break it and, rip us. Goes into overtime. And we're attacking, which I would rather attack on this map than defend, to be honest with you. I hate defending on this map. I hate it. Hate it. Realized I just lost an attacker's round, but I lost the attacker's round because of my own mistakes. That's why we lost. I think they're upstairs on this one again. Yes, they're upstairs. I like attacking this objective especially. I find this objective impossible to defend and super duper easy to attack if you've got a team that just knows what they're doing. See, my plan here is the same thing. They didn't really seem to have an answer for it in the first round. Did they not barricade that again? It doesn't look like they did. I don't know if this team has like some strange strats they think are really good or what, but I don't know. That's really poor play. Now you have to barricade that. You have to. Unless you're gonna peek all match, and they don't do that either. Yeah, obviously, as an attacker, you have to watch this area if you're going to peek those windows across. But I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just shooting through those windows. We're laying down claymores on there, trying to whittle them down enough to where we can take control of Alpha with relative ease. Bravo. It's a much more difficult site to take on this one, I feel, unless you can get. If the defender set up a specific way where they do not have any sight lines between. That was such a cheeky kill. Like, I didn't even know he's there. I'm just firing to get through a window, and I just killed the guy. I felt a little bit bad for that one, to be honest. But yeah, if the defender set up a certain way here where they don't have a sight line between Alpha and Bravo, then you can take Bravo kind of easily as long as you have a fuse who takes care of their team. I don't know what Smoke was doing there, to be honest. That aim though. He had me dead to rights. I should be dead right now. I should be dead. He should have just stood there, lined up a shot, and shot one bullet and hit me in the head, and then ran back inside. All he needed to do. Or even smoke me to start that engagement. I mean, there's a number of things he could have done better. I don't know why I should be dead. He could have won that round for his team by just poking out there. He could have shot me in the head. Probably couldn't have seen Pat, but he could have seen Jack Warning there pretty easily. Both laid down a claymore in the same window. He could have seen Jack Warning there pretty easily too, and he could have killed both of us. It would have been 4v2. Pretty much over, But they're watching that sight line we had before, but the guy that killed Pat, he called out the sight line, and so pretty easy kill there because he was standing in the exact same spot. Don't do that. If you peek out a window and kill somebody, don't stand in the same spot. Common sense, people. So, but it goes down to 1v2. Smoke, I don't know what this Smoke is thinking. He peeks out the same window he's already peeked out of and goes towards the diffuser. Obviously, I'm not over there. I just killed the guy in the window. He has to know. Right here. I killed that guy. He hears those shots. He sees two people die over by the diffuser. Right there. He sees two people die. Obviously, neither of those people was the person that shot that guy in the window, or the recruit in the window. Obviously. But he then turns towards those people. He gets shot from the same sight line he knew I had when he popped out and tried to kill me. And then, it's a 1v1. He has the diffuser. It's right there. All he has to do is camp the diffuser. That's all he has to do. He decides to peek out the window, and I've got the advantage there because I got to aim at a window. He's got to aim at a roof of a building. It's a lot easier. It's a lot more consolidated aim. I mean, you have, like, look at this. Look at the sightline I have to aim at. It's a very small area I have to focus on. Meanwhile, he's looking out a window at an entire roof full of objects he's got to look at. I mean, I've got black on my screen and then a white rectangle. I can just shoot in that rectangle. I've got a pretty good chance I'm going to hit the caption. He's got a night sky with a man running across it as if he's, you know, Batman. I've got the advantage there. Especially since I've been watching those windows the whole time. I'm paying attention. I'm very aware of who's in those windows. It just, he shouldn't have peeked there. If he hadn't peeked, I feel like I wouldn't have really got the diffuser and planted in time. He would have got me. Cause that guy wasn't bad. He had good aim. He just, I don't know. He was tactically unaware. He was as tactically unaware as I was the previous round, and for that I am grateful. But yeah, anyways, we got that match. We got it done. It was rough. Things didn't go as planned, but we made it work. That's a lot. Rainbow Six Siege, sometimes you just gotta make it work, you know? Anyways, as always, thank you guys for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.